Their name was Lohanthony, and they were known for funny vlogs and hanging out with kind of like celebrities too. Like they used to hang out with Ariana Grande and a lot of big YouTubers like Tyler Oakley and etc. And they were on MTV. They were really like, they also were like super young also during this. I think they were like probably like 15 or something. I'm not really completely sure, but they were very young. They were pretty OG on YouTube though, and eventually they kind of quit YouTube, which, you know, is kind of a crazy thing to do because they were so massive with it and it was like their career. But, you know, to each their own. Even though they were super known for being gay, they eventually turned to God, which is fine. You know, you could be gay and turn to God as well. But in their case, the moment that they turned to God, they just happened to not be gay anymore. There's a video on it though I wanted to watch that is pretty much talking about it, but it's a pretty crazy thing. So this video is what happened to Lohanthony.
If you were watching YouTube back in the day, chances are you've stumbled upon a Lohanthony video.
Calling all the basic. There's a new announcement. I am car blogging. Let's read some.
I'm here with my best friend, Anthony. What up, beautiful people of the internet? It's your boy Anthony back for another edition of #Lohanthony's video of the week. Lohanthony's video of the week.
Dude, that intro. I remember hearing these things. I hated that shit.
Anthony Quintal was truly an internet star. People are obsessed with his pop culture takes, funny edits, life stories, and so much more. He never seemed to shy away from who he was, and it felt like nobody was holding him back. Anthony was openly gay and proudly shared his journey online with his fans. He started making videos at a very young age, and in 2012, at the age of 13,
Dude, I was gonna say, he looks like he's like 11, for real.
Started going viral. 3 years later, his channel had over 1 million subscribers, and by that point, he had been nominated for Teen Choice Awards and started to make a name for himself in the entertainment industry. As the years went on, Anthony did things from hosting gigs to acting in a movie alongside the names of Timothy Chalamet.
This is crazy. They were so popular. Timothy Chalamet, and I don't remember what her name is, but she was in like American Horror Story and shit.
Chalamet, Lily Reinhart, and Lily Rabe. And it's crazy to think that back then, I think a lot of people who saw that movie did because one of their favorite YouTubers was in it. But for each person he starred alongside, life looks much different now than it did.
What if he was quote unquote gay for clout? I don't think that is what this case is, to be honest. I don't even know if that's necessarily usually a thing, but I highly doubt it in this case as an outsider looking in.
It's much different now than it did back then. Obviously, Lily and Timothy have risen to fame, having worked on a number of projects since then. Lily Rabe already had quite some—
What is this movie called? I like never like even seen this in my life. What is this? IMDb. Let's see what this fucking movie's called. Oh, it's called Miss Steven.
It's only expanded over the years, much like everyone else. But it's just crazy to see how Anthony was probably one of the bigger stars alongside Lily Rabe in this movie back then. But as for Anthony, life is dramatically different, and over the years, fans have worried about him since he's no longer online, completely having abandoned his social media. And the most recent update that came out about him is that he's joined the military. Certainly,
this is crazy.
That if you had told me 10 years ago was a thing, I wouldn't have believed you. But we're going to get into what's happened to Anthony, things that he's posted since leaving the internet, updates about where he is today, and why fans are so worried about him. There's been plenty of former internet stars who decided to step away from their online—
I wonder if any of these like internet people have like actually like kept in contact with him or like tried to— I mean, there's nothing you can do, obviously, but I wonder if they've like at all tried to be like, hey, how are you? I noticed that you're like super into Jesus now and you delete all your videos and like you're not gay apparently now. So what's that about?
Especially those who started posting content at such a young age. But when it came to Anthony and his departure from the internet, things changed for him, and when he returned in 2020, he spoke out about what he had learned in his time away, and it was quite alarming for his fans. Anthony had removed most of his YouTube videos and posted a 41-minute long video titled Jesus Delivers, Surviving Sexuality.
Bro, this shit's crazy. This shit's crazy.
In the video, he said that coming out—
Jesus delivers a surviving sexuality. Yeah, guys, I just want you to know if you're gay or like a lesbian, it instantly, like, it's like slowly it's gonna kill you. That's how it works. Anthony, though, luckily, last few, you know, moments of his life turned straight, and now he survived, you know, because he found Jesus.
Titled Jesus Delivers, Surviving Sexuality. In the video, he said that coming out as bisexual and then gay earlier in life was like trying to fit a circle into a square. He compared his intimate and romantic relationships with men to alcohol and drug use.
Dude, what? I don't think fucking someone in the ass or like making out with someone is comparable to drug use or alcohol, but okay.
Said that it was no coincidence that through pursuing attraction to men, he developed addictions to those things.
So Anthony's saying that they got addicted to drugs and alcohol around the same time that they were out about being gay. I think that's just also being like somebody with, just in your 20s in general, like, especially in, LA like they were and stuff. I think that's just like, people struggle with that stuff. I don't think it has to do with you being gay. Like, to be honest, I've done like, drugs, like, I mean, not like drugs, but like psychedelics and shit. And, I've drank a lot of alcohol, sometimes way too much for a year or so. I don't think that, takes someone to be gay or straight or whatever. I think it's just a lot. I think addiction is just something that people go through in life, it just kind of happens. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's right. Maybe it is because he's, he was, gay.
Choosing Christian celibacy, and a lot of viewers of this video believe that he had undergone some sort of conversion therapy just based on the way that he was speaking.
The topic is my sexuality and my call to Christian celibacy. It's no coincidence that through pursuing my same-sex attraction, I was also addicted to alcohol. I was also addicted...
Dude, it's no coincidence that, like, the moment I started drinking alcohol, I was also emo, okay? If I stop being emo, I'm never gonna be addicted to alcohol or, like, do drugs. Okay.
...to weed. I was also trying hallucinogenics that earthly pleasures brought to me. Did God make me gay? Did God allow the situation to be? Did God force this struggle upon me? God gave me the answers that He is love no matter what, and that anything that we encounter other than that love is not of God.
He obviously received a lot of backlash on his return video, even from fellow YouTubers on the platform such as Tyler Oakley, who made a video talking about the harmful messages within Anthony's video.
This man is still gay. I mean, okay, I can't declare whether somebody is straight or gay or whatever. I don't think that they're completely in the right mind with how they're acting.
Anthony did eventually come out to respond to the backlash he had received and said that he had not been to conversion therapy and didn't support conversion camps or therapies.
If you are here watching this because you read a news article about me, saw a minute-long clip of my words posted on Twitter, or some way or another have come to the conclusion that I hate myself, the gay community, and love conversion therapy, I hope this video can clear any misunderstanding up. So, thus I say to you, I have been changed, but I do not support conversion camp or conversion therapy. Abandoning consuming lusts, both homosexual and heterosexual alike. No person is safe from lusting over whoever we are attracted to. I support leaving our old ways behind, especially if we're saved. Ways ruled by the flesh, ways ruled by sensual want, and ways unreflective of how Jesus walked.
He spoke further about the comments that he had been receiving about not needing to change, and he wanted to respond to that specifically by saying that he felt he needed to change because the things that he had been doing were not making him happy.
I mean, like, it's fair, but, like, can't you just look at how you're acting for a second and be like, maybe I'm going a little too crazy with this. Maybe I'm being a little odd. I feel like denying yourself of your own, like, what you're attracted to, I feel like is just really negative, He's obviously just denying that he's gay. I'm just gonna be honest. I know, like I said, I wouldn't, speak for someone, and maybe there is the possibility that I am wrong. That's just what I get out of it personally, is that he's just completely in denial, and he's also just trying to use like, oh, now I'm like into Jesus and I'm not gay, and look at this, now I'm not addicted to drugs and my life is boring and all I talk about is Jesus in YouTube videos every now and then. It's like, I don't know, bro. I wish the best for him.
And it wasn't until he entered this world that he felt satisfied.
There's been a lot of different voices in my comments, and while some of them have good intention, especially those who say, we don't need to be changed, we don't need to do anything, God loves us just the way we are. There's great intention in that, but I felt a call from God to take a look at my sexuality, take a look at my sexual life, everything I've been through, all the lusts that I actively feel, and do something about it, in Jesus' name. I came to Jesus having experienced all kinds of intimacy, all of which left me feeling empty. But my Lord satisfies.
Later in 2021, he spoke
Crazy.
out about the response that he got even further when he was interviewed by the channel Faith in Films. He talked about how the internet feels as though he has suppressed his true self and how he used to live so unapologetically and
True.
preached others to do the same.
100%.
When in reality, being that way didn't bring him true happiness.
Have gone.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he was the happiest there. I'm just saying that he's obviously like not like there's like no personality to this guy anymore besides the fact that, oh, I'm doing this because of Jesus now and I'm like not gay now and da da da. It's like, I don't know, it just seems like you're just literally hiding all of your personality and also who you truly are. Like that's just really it.
To know someone who never denied himself, never said no to acting impulsively or acting unfilteredly, unapologetically, one might say. I always focused on just being me, whatever that entailed, no matter even if it hurt someone or if it offended someone. If I was lying, it was kind of validated, both by myself and just by the internet, because it was entertainment. So I never really questioned it. I just kind of lived unfiltered and just, told everyone, just be yourself. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you do. Just be yourself. And that's just the key. But when I met Christ, he showed me that my actions hurt people. My actions hurt myself. My words hurt. I have an impact. I have a presence in life that...
What the fuck was Lohanthony doing that was hurting people? If anything, what Lohanthony is doing now is actually hurting people because it's saying, I can't be gay and go to heaven is pretty much the vibe I'm getting. It also seems to be hurting themselves though, is what I'm gathering out of it. They're not being themselves, which is crazy.
That is a gift. It's a gift to be alive. It's a gift to have a platform. It's a gift to, even if that platform is small or big, it's just a gift to have a voice. And I kind of took advantage of that. So
he went on to talk about the fact that all he really wants to do is find true joy, and that it really wasn't until he found Christ that he was able to find what he's been seeking.
One thing that I've always been seeking for is true joy and true happiness. And I've always had fun searching for that joy. I didn't always do the best things to find that joy, but I've always been looking for joy. I've always been looking for true happiness and true peace. I just didn't know what that looked like or what that truly was. But then I found Christ.
Oh my gosh.
And he showed me who I really am.
What
and
the fuck?
He showed me that I have a cross and that...
Elaborate.
With him, I can pick up that cross and
What?
walk with him and follow him to true joy and true...
What the fuck are these metaphors? What are you talking about? This cross? What are you fucking talking about?
peace. And why do I follow him? Well, because he overcame the cross. He died for you and for me on the cross, and
Okay.
the Father was resurrected on the cross. And so as I take up my own, he tells me to deny myself and to follow him. And
Honestly, in seeing all of this, it truly just seems like Anthony was unhappy, and seeking out religion fulfilled him in ways that he hadn't been in a while. There's a lot of opinions.
Nah, to me, he just sounds like he lost his mind and maybe was fucking like... Honestly, I would not be surprised about the conversion camp. But I heard that his like parents though were very accepting about him being gay though. So I don't really think that would be the thing either. I don't know how this happened.
Surrounding this drastic change for him, and he does seem aware of that. And I think at the end of the day, fans of his just hope that he is truly happy and not putting a band-aid over a situation or something greater going on in his life. But since this interview he did back in 2021, he's been offline, and it wasn't until this past November that there was an update on where he's at in life. Around Thanksgiving, his mom shared on Instagram that Anthony had joined the military, and in the caption she wrote,
What the fuck, dude? That is that's just crazy. That's just crazy. This guy went from freaking like spinning his leg around and being Lohanthony's video of the week, and then like hanging out with Ariana Grande and being this big YouTuber and being very known for being a gay YouTuber. And now they're like super Christian army person. I did not see the plot going this way. I did not see it.
"My Anthony, You make us so proud. Today you graduated from the Delta Battery in Oklahoma. The Army is so lucky to have you. Wish you the best in your military life. Love you, son. She shared several photos of him, and the reactions online honestly made me want to make this video because there were just so many people seeing this and reacting to it. People saying that they used to watch him, wondering what happened to him, how he got here, because this is just such a switch up from the
So
Anthony
crazy.
that used to be online. I remember watching Anthony back in the day and him being friends with a lot of the top creators at the time. And I've thought about so many times, you know, what really happened, what
RuPaul?
went down, because of course I had seen his video
Wow.
where people thought he went to conversion therapy, but I hadn't really sat down and heard him talk further about that. And I certainly didn't know that he addressed the fact that he was even getting comments about people feeling like he was suppressing his true identity and the reasons why he decided to seek out religion, and that he denied going to conversion therapy. It really just seemed like he wanted to be happy, and I truly hope he really did find all that he was seeking and is continuing to be happy. His Instagram also reflects
Bro, no way. That's their fucking Instagram. Bro, that's like, hey, if you love God, that's sick. I just don't understand, like, maybe it's on me. Maybe I'm going to hell. I just don't understand making it like your fucking Instagram profile into just a God fan page, though. That's crazy. I don't know. I think he's just in denial and lost and just projecting like his own, like what he believes, but I don't know if he like genuinely is actually as happy as he's trying to preach that he is and all this stuff. I feel like he's just saying that shit. It just doesn't make sense to me, honestly. He just seemed happier when he could be himself. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I get too. Like, he seems like a robot right now that literally just preaches scripture to you. And I'm sure some people are going to be like, you're an asshole. He's found God. Oh, well. No, it doesn't feel genuine. Yeah, I mean, you can like God and stuff. That's just like, there's like a concerning line of it, though, you know? It just feels like brainwashed, yeah. He sounds like Big Nick. Yeah, I kind of wanted to do a video on YouTubers that kind of went in this rabbit hole in a sense, because Lohanthony did, Big Nick did, where they become like super religious, even like Gideon. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing that a lot of these YouTube creators are doing and going through, and people in general, you know, to each their own. They could do whatever, but it's like, damn, it's just kind of crazy.
Your lipstick is colored, don't bother, angel. I know exactly what goes on.